Hello, everybody, people of YouTube and around the world. This is your favorite channel, Showtime Nerds, with your favorite host, Grimmo. Today, we have a very special episode for you guys, and this is an episode dedicated to Black History Month. We're going to celebrate Black characters, Black comic book artists, and just celebrate what will come in the future of Black individuals. First, we're going to give a quick history on Black History Month. It first originated in 1926. 50 years later, after finally the movement was acknowledged by the US government, it was finally recognized as an event, which happens for an entire month of February. Now, let's move on to actually give tribute to certain African American history figures or just black figures that actually helped move on progress in the world and helped us establish what is now a diverse country or a diverse world. First, I would like to mention Martin Luther King Jr., Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali, Jackie Robinson, Maya Angelou, and Barack Obama. Of course, there are many more figures, way more than what I've mentioned, but we want to move on forward with the video, so those are the only ones I will be mentioning for right now. Now let's begin with the first official Black superhero. Oh, what I have for you guys. If you think that the first Black superhero, and I want to hear it in the comments what you think first before I say it. If you think it's Black Panther, I have news for you because it is not Black Panther. Not even, I mean, technically close on the animal-esque, but not close in comic book artist or comic book brands. It's just very different. Well, the first official Black superhero is Lion Man. And Lion Man only lasted 2 issues. He was part of All Negro Comics. This was during the 1940s, well, early 1940s, 1942, by Mr. Evans. And basically, this character was a scientist who was sent to the mountains to search for a comet crash site, and he later on became a Tarzan-like character by the name of Lion Man, who would just try to save crime in a cloth outfit and spears. It wasn't the best story for a character, but it was definitely a start. Sadly, like I said, it only lasted 2 issues. Racism was not allowing for African American characters to be established or to go anywhere, which was terrible. Luckily for us, later on in the future, we have Billy Graham, who created two of the most popular African American superheroes. Number one, Black Panther, who came in Fantastic Four number 52, July 1966. He was the first African American character to become popular and to be loved by the general public. Of course, at the beginning, there was a lot of backlash as racism still was very prominent. However, as the time progressed, we now see that he is in movies such as the Black Panther. He will be on the next movie, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And we'll see how the character itself goes. Rest in peace, Chadwick. We know that he will no longer play the role, and hopefully they continue the Black Panther character as tribute to him, but not replacing him. Now, the other character is Luke Cage, who first appeared in Luke Cage Hero for Hire #1 in 1972. That's another character that people love. I love myself because he's part of the Defenders, and I am a big fan of Daredevil. So it is amazing seeing how there are African American characters just combining into every different team and being accepted and loved for their diversity. Now, the only problem is during the early 1900s, there weren't a lot of African American superheroes. As we saw with Lion Man, he didn't really last that long, so that was a terrible end to him. But we did see or have a few artists or comic book writers during the early 1900s. One of them was Clarence Matthew Baker, also known as Matt Baker. He was known for creating and writing the character Phantom Lady and some other romance comics, not really something about superheroes, but having just an African American writer and artist actually pushing through with comics was definitely what helped the movement of having African American superheroes today. As I mentioned before, Billy Graham was another one who created two large and popular heroes. So it is amazing, continuing forward, that these people are the reasons why we have characters like Black Panther, Luke Cage, Storm, Bumblebee, Icon, Amanda Waller. Well, I don't know if you want to. Well, Amanda Waller is a character, not a hero, but we really love her, and she's doing amazing in the Suicide Squad. We also have Static. I would love to talk about Static more if you want to hear more about Static, because he does have a current comic book run that is amazing. If you do want to know more about Static, please leave a like and comment that you want to know more about Static, because the way they're doing his new comic book issues is that they're setting up almost if it's a series, like in a show, but with comic books. So it has 5 issues, 5 great issues, and this is season 1. So it's the origin of Static and how he's going through the beginning. But later on, we'll see as Static evolves as a character, and it's wonderful. So please. And any other character, if you have any comments on any other character, you want to hear a review on the comics, on the show, please let us know. Right now, we would love for any African American or Black superhero that you have in mind, because we want to celebrate Black History Month and we want to encourage this. So, moving on, I want to talk about some new Black superheroes that are either in the come up or are new, and hopefully we'll see them in a come up. Number one is Naomi. She is doing fantastic. DC, as a DC fan, this hurts me to say, but DC hasn't been doing too great with certain comic books. Obviously, I said Static is doing good, but there are other comic books that aren't doing the best. And like for example, we had Sideways, which was supposed to be a character on Spider-Man's level of importance or creativity or fun, but that didn't go well. But Naomi, on the other hand, she is doing fantastic. She has her own show on the CW. So far, as every CW show, the first season is amazing. We'll see if it falls or if it rises after that. But so far, it's good. Hopefully, we'll see her continue to thrive and see where she ends up next. Now, we're going to mention 3 characters from the Warriors, which are the newest members and newest African American members. 2 of them are twins. Their name are Snowflake and Safe Space. They are psychic twins. They have this whole dynamic of just always being connected, like every twin is, but obviously on a more personal level, since they could talk through their minds and know exactly what they're thinking and how they're going to do things. The next character is really exciting because she's different from what you're used to. She's a little on the bigger side, and her name is Trailblazer, and it's new to see a superhero who isn't ripped to the teeth, where his or her abs have abs. This is a new character who's a little chubby, and she has this magical backpack, and obviously this is like watching Generator Rex, but it's an African American woman on the heavier side, and she is gonna kick ass regardless because she doesn't have to worry about anything else. That is all I have for today. If you want more content like this, please let us know. I will love to do more content like this. And I just want to say this was in tribute and celebration of Black History Month. Have a wonderful, wonderful month.